See it?
Let me set this. It's push to talk. I have to change this. Push
Sure.
to
What's wrong? Just giving Cat's Pajamas some time to set up in Discord, and then we're good to go. Gonna do a replay review for him as Yun playing against Dudley, so should be fun. Hello? You're very quiet. Let me boost you up, but I think it won't be enough. Can you say something now?
hey, hey.
Okay,
Hear me.
that's a little better, but still a little quiet. I feel like the
Um,
yeah, that's better.
any
Yeah, that's good.
any static?
No static.
Okay.
You can hear me okay?
Yes.
Can you hear the stream okay?
Uh, nope.
You can't hear the
I
game
can't hear
volume?
the video.
Hmm.
I hear you though.
Very interesting. You should be able to.
I think
Um,
it's a little low, the volume, maybe.
oh, it is, but you should be able to hear it now.
Okay, okay, I got it.
You're able to hear it?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry
What?
about that.
Oh, it's okay. Can you hear it now?
Yes.
Okay. I just don't want it too high so that we can talk.
Is this gonna be? It's gonna get be recorded.
Yeah, I'm streaming right now, so I'm
All
streaming
right.
in Discord, but I'm also streaming on my stream.
Oh, okay, okay. Hello, chat.
Yeah. Is Yun harder or Dudley? I don't understand the context of that question. So Cat's Pajamas is playing as Yun, and he's looking to improve his anti-Dudley game. So that's the framework we're dealing with tonight. They're both hard to play. They both have certain weaknesses in the neutral. So, but let me focus on this first. So, you've already watched my replay
Yeah,
review of AC Slayer, so there's
the
a
button.
number of things that I'm not going to cover too
Sure.
greatly, and I'll try to give you more Dudley specific advice. So you know not to press a button there. Getting
Yep.
thrown is fine. You have to be patient. You messed up your combo. Uh, it's okay. So right now, so far, I feel like you're being too active on defense.
Okay.
And it might not be dangerous against this Dudley, but it will be very dangerous against good, strong,
Yeah.
experienced Dudleys, because they will input a lot of parries in between what they want to do, and you're gonna get caught,
I
right?
should be dead
Hmm?
already.
Yeah.
I should be dead already.
Yeah, pretty much, because you would have already been stunned to death. Uh, so I'm sure you know that was an error, right? Did you want lunge
Yeah.
punch instead of shoulder?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
The show, right?
yeah, that's sure. So this is okay, but the dive kick puts you close already. So the lunge punch after is not good because if he stand blocks, he can punish. It just so happened that he jumped, but even when uh, so like right here, um, wow, that's really quick. I don't. It basically after the dive kick, you can proceed a little more safely if you do like stand medium punch, and then that way you can confirm and you don't have to put yourself at risk. He ended up jumping, but you know you can walk and then do stand medium punch, and it will hit him, and you don't have to put yourself in danger if he didn't jump, right?
Yes. I didn't react to that jump.
Yeah.
I just throw a threshold.
Hmm. I mean, it's hard to react to, so that's why because it is hard to react to, and you don't want to commit. Even if like you're full screen and he's full screen, right? You think Fierce Session will be okay, but really it's not because if he's looking for you to do that, because there's nothing else you can do full screen that will hit him, so he will stand there and wait for your Zesho and then react with a parry, right? So
Yes.
even a Zesho at full screen is not great. Um, when you uh, use roundhouse dive kick to get in, he can also watch that and try to counter by jumping towards you to hit you out or jumping back and hitting you out, depending on your spacing, right? But the powerful thing about Yun is that if he has Ganesian activated, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. If you're close to them or near them or even walking towards them, they're gonna get scared and they want to move away, right? But if you're
Yes.
going to do something very common like Zesho or dive kick, they can see that and they can anticipate. But if you are just walking, there's more uncertainty in what you will want to do. So they will be more defensive and they will jump back or something. And then you can confirm the jump and do a Zesho. Or if you will walk faster than him, especially if you do, the screen walk trick. You mash medium punch and light kick together very
Yes.
fast, and then you can walk. That will get you closer to him very quickly. And then if you see him jump, then you can confirm with Zesho or medium punch. I like medium punch more,
Okay.
because you can kind of mash it and he's going to get hit. Um, and like I said, you don't put yourself in danger if he doesn't jump. So this is good. You hit him once, but you didn't continue engaging. You were close to Ganasian, but you backed up and then built meter for Ganasian, which is good. He followed you, which is also good. This is a good throw. You messed up the super. I assume you messed it up twice. You should have
Yes.
activated
Yeah.
already. Like right there. After you
Yeah.
jump medium kick, just activate. Don't do the shoulder. Because any time that you do any type of hit into Canadian, that's giving them the opportunity to parry, right? But
Yeah.
if you raw activate, it's much better for you, especially because you don't have to close in the distance anymore. You already have them cornered. So just raw activate after you hit him in the air, and then if you hit him in the air and you activate, he might be worried that you Zesho because he's being reset, right? So you have that advantage for you as well. Too close. So
Uh,
the first thing
can I
is,
stuff that?
mhm.
Can I stuff that super with a standing fuse?
I don't think so. I think at best it might trade. But either way, you mistimed it. But if he wakes up with Quark, it's first frame will hit you, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not 100% certain, but it's not something I would risk doing anyway. Like, does that make sense? I will not put myself in danger for that because he guessed it. Like if you messed up or if it doesn't trade, then you lost all of your advantage because your meter's gone. After this, you lose all your position, right?
Okay.
So when you have your activate, you have to pay attention to his meter. Like always double check, who has the life, who has the meter. Very important. So once you see that he has meter, you can walk in and then block because you want to make sure that you want to give him the opportunity to make a mistake, right? That's a very important part of Third Strike is that you want to force your opponent into creating mistakes for you, right? By uh, not only by applying pressure, but by applying pressure very smartly and low risk for you. So like if you had activated here, right, um, and then just walked for half a second and then blocked, it would be fine. If you are max range, you can crouch medium kick, and it will beat his wake up super at
Okay.
max range. So don't put yourself at risk. Here after you're done, just block because you know forget about this Canadian,
Yeah.
because fighting back is not that great because he's going to attack. So at worst, at best, you're guessing, and we want to try to guess as little as possible, right? Because right now it's 83 seconds. You both have pretty good health still, and it's very early in the round, and you have one game advantage. So just based off the numbers, you don't need to guess yet, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So right here is not a good space for shoulder.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So if you want to shoulder, it has to be a little farther away so that if he hits a button, then the shoulder will hit it. But you don't want it to be so close. Um, it's just not the right time for a shoulder, right? Plus that was medium shoulder, and he's too close, you know. So just pay attention to that. So this is one of those things where you're pressing a little too many buttons again. Okay, so have a little
Yes.
more rhythm in your defensive options. If you want him to get off you, instead of doing crouch medium punch, do stand medium punch into fierce fierce, right? Because that way you can push him out and knock him down.
Okay.
Okay, so definitely activate earlier than that. You should have activated after you knocked him down. Hop kick is okay to test, but generally speaking, don't do it too often because he can. Um, he can block and react to it. He can block and then just do a EX jet reversal. It's if he knows that you are going to be comfortable hop kicking, that's not very good for you. So try
I
to
see.
have tighter Ghanaian strings, and this is much more training mode oriented. Basically, if you just confirm as many stand mediums into crouch shorts as you can, if you get better and better and better, it will be better for you.
All right.
So that's a good bait, but you missed and that was
Funny.
dangerous because that stand medium kick, because he could have did a jump in combo, he just messed up. So um, back to the game state and recognizing that you have the advantage, right? He's one hit away. You don't want to do something that he can reverse very easily. In this case, that standing medium kick, you could have died if he just jumped in and parry, or in this case, it even whiffed, right? But if he just jumped in with a combo, you were dead. So take your time, right? 49 seconds on the clock. You have a lot of time to just hit him once. Don't do it in the weaker ways, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, you missed the block. Okay, good. Don't get too close here. So that is a mistake. Uh, and I know that you had mentioned that you recognize that you don't have enough meter, so don't put yourself in danger. But so I just want to reiterate that. So right
Sure.
here, you got thrown into the corner. It's pretty bad situation. It's still early, but you really don't want to be in the corner with absolutely nothing. But then you got the throw. So now here's where you just build meter or back up a little bit, and you try to keep him into the corner. You don't want to backdash and then crouch medium punch over here, because then you're giving him the space to come out, right? You put him into the corner, so you want to keep him there. But you can build some crouch medium punches here and then back up a little bit so that he has to move in order to hit you. And if he moves and he has to move, then you can react to him moving. Like if he decides to jump, then you can counter appropriately, right? So it's all about not putting yourself in danger. Like there's no way this dive kick will be safe because you had dashed in already. So it's a very bad position dive kick. Even if you did light kick, light dive kick here, he can reversal EX jet uh, before you land. I'm almost
Okay.
positive of it. So, but you're back into the corner, so pay attention to that. Um, Block, okay, good. Dash and then activate. So you got lucky here. Just
Yeah.
remember, try your hardest not to do shoulder activate if you can, right? Especially if they're knocked down. If they're knocked down, just always activate. Like if you have to like randomly throw a shoulder in because you're desperate, then okay, sure, but you don't want to do too many desperate things in the matchup.
Yeah. Sure.
See, this stand medium kick got you in danger again. Did you see? Right here. Um,
Yeah.
so don't.
Too late.
Yeah, it's not a good anti-air. Normally, when I stand medium kick, it's usually when I have them in the corner, and then I want to prevent him from jumping out. So it will be like a early hit medium kick. It will never be one where I see him jump and then I try to medium kick. It's always I will put a medium kick, and if he jumps, he will get hit, right?
Okay.
But
Not kicking to hit him. Just if he
you're
jumps, it's gonna hit.
yeah, it's called a spacing move.
Okay.
Basically, you put it there so that you prevent his movement, right?
Yes.
It's not so much to hit him. One second.
Okay.
Okay, so don't try to anti-air with this. Sometimes you can do crouch medium punch, right? It depends on how he responds, but your initial anti-air can be crouch medium punch into light kick up kicks, right?
Yeah.
If he likes to parry that, or if he does an early jump roundhouse, then it will beat your crouch medium punch. So then you have to stop doing crouch medium punch. But if he doesn't do the early jump roundhouse, then you can almost always do crouch medium punch to hit him. If if he can hit you, then you did it too late. But if you can do it early, and he has to parry, he cannot do anything after. So when you do that, you can not up kicks the next time because he's trying to parry your up kicks also, right? He'll jump in,
Yeah.
he parries the medium punch, he will parry the up kicks. So he presses forward again. So that's when you can do a Zenpo when he lands. You can do a short into Zesho. So just get familiar with that type of anti-air instead.
Okay.
So another good trick here is pay attention to the spacing where he will jump. Like if you back up a little bit, he will want to either jump in or not, right? Since you are in the back corner, if you pay attention, you can Zesho out, like right here. See,
Yeah.
he hit you, it pushed you back a little bit. He's right here. That's a very good jump arc for Dudley, right? So pay attention to that, and then know, and then just reverse Zesho, and you can jump out that way. But that was better than your previous attempts. But generally speaking, you want to anti-air people jumping in. Pairing is just always inherently risky, so
Yeah.
just keep that in mind. Plus, you didn't activate early enough. So the strings is just practice. Okay, so I wouldn't do that just yet. If you have good dive kick or post Canadian dive kick or post setup dive kicks that will hit him ambiguously, then okay, it's still risky. But generally speaking, after you kick him out, push him out like that, I would like right here, I would just build meter and continue instead of jumping in again.
Yeah.
Because right now
That's my.
he has 2 meters, so if he guesses right once here and gets a knockdown, and then another knockdown and you die, right?
Yeah.
Assuming he does the high-low properly and you get hit. So yeah, just be careful of that. Okay. Oh wow. You got very greedy with that walk because normally you should punish immediately and then activate, and then he should die. But if you walk,
I'm not sure how can I punish that actually.
you can just block
Low.
all corkscrews with low forward into Zesho. The only exception is if he is farther away and he does the light punch version, then you will be pushed out too far for crouch medium kick, but you can always do light Zesho. See, you had the meter, you put him
Yeah.
into the corner, but that not always free activate. Start getting into the habit of doing a free activate. If you parry, just do 1, 2, 3. You're doing too many launchers.
I see.
He could have supered you there, by the way, if he sees you jumping. So pay attention to this because he doesn't, he doesn't have anything else to do. You just knocked him down, so he's paying attention to your sprite, and then he can see a jump. Because if he's right now, remember the last time earlier, the last match where you had Ganesian and then you tried to close Fierce, right?
Yeah.
Same situation here. He's knocked down. He has to wake up. He has a super, and you're coming in with Ganesian. He could have very easily buffer the super and then hit you in the air. He didn't, but that's something you have to be mindful of. Okay, so that could have been deadly if that low forward, if he had timed his jump. He seems to have very. Are you playing this guy tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's him. Okay. Yeah, like that you could have eaten 50% already. So watch out for that crouch medium kick. So he doesn't use Rose. So too many medium kicks. Too many medium
Was
kicks.
ugly.
Yeah. I like walking under Dudley a lot. So movement is important. because if you are moving more, you can walk under him a lot, and that's a good thing to do. Like right there, if you
I should kept walking,
yeah,
right?
you could walk under him and then do 1 2 3 or something.
Okay.
But that you see the crouch medium punch was way too late. That's why he beat it. It has to be earlier. Okay.
Well,
Don't get fancy.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. See, you should have activated already, but you got in trouble. Like right here, just activate. But you jumped in and got thrown, right? So.
Wake up shoulder.
So just a lot of mistakes this round. First the crouch medium punch, and then crouch medium punch here again. Oh no, that was the first one. Okay, and then messed up the parry. Didn't need to parry. Jump in twice. So he anti-air you the first time, right? So right
Yeah.
here he anti-air you, and you decided to jump again. Did you expect him to do the same thing?
I don't know, bro.
What was your
I
what
honestly
was your
don't.
game plan? You know, because I mean, when I jump into on somebody and they anti-air me, I will remember if I choose to jump in again, I would try to parry it. So I don't know if that's what you had intended because it didn't look like you hit a button, you know. But either
I think I
way,
tried to carry, but he
yeah,
pushed the button too early, I guess.
right, right.
And got
It's
carried.
good. Dudley has really good anti-airs. If you jump in, you pretty much have to commit to parrying as Yun. Sometimes if he does this, I can jump in and do medium kick early too to hit out his early
Yeah.
button. But generally speaking, jumping in on Dudley is pretty hard because he has the 4-hit string, you know, the
Yeah.
bread and butter. But you should have just activated. He gave you enough space, and if you activate it, sure, he might fight you in your corner, but it's a chance you have to take, right? It's certainly it could yield better than jumping in again. So you missed the activate there, and then you jumped in, and then that was a mistake, and then just short, right? Overhead. Okay. See that was a better medium kick. You didn't do it because he was jumping. You did
Yeah.
it because it was in a space where if he jumps, he will get hit. So that was good. Okay. So like right here, this is where I would shoulder instead of Zesho, because you're not confirming, right? I mean, it's pretty hard to confirm.
I don't know, dude. Sometimes.
Yeah, but if you shoulder here, that's better. Because if you shoulder, you can activate from it, right? Or close to it. Um, okay, so again, the dive kick. You seem to okay, so okay. So your very bad habit is of course not activating when you can, and
Yeah.
then work on your strings a little more. Your Ganadian strings are not very good. So you should have activated right there. Um, Even if the shoulder was a mess up, like if you tried to low forward into activate and you got a shoulder, fine, but the shoulder worked. And then after the shoulder, you should see that you got a lucky shoulder, so just activate after. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be a activate cancel, but you knock him down, just activate. Because here you went in dive kick 1 2 3, Yeah, crouch medium punch won't link there after shoulder. His hitbox is just too far. You have to do
Okay.
crouch medium kick, or stand medium punch into daikai or dakai, heavy punch. That's a pretty decent sequence. You have a bad habit, always jump dive kick after Zesho.
See.
Oh, messed up this punish. So it's a lot of time before you actually activate, which is really bad. Because, let's see, you still haven't activated.
Yeah, then I hear DP.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
yeah. So let's see how long you had it before you activated. So you had it here. So from 91 seconds. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
gonna die before I activate.
yeah, that's a long time to not. You could have very easily died before you activated. So from 91 seconds to 75 seconds. That's that's 16 seconds that you didn't activate. I mean, of course, some of it was you getting hit, but that's your fault, right?
Yeah.
Uh, well, let's do this one last round, and then I have to either get back to work for a little bit.
Okay.
If you jump up neutral jump there, do fierce, it will hit better, or jump medium punch, medium kick. But heavy kick
Oh,
has the arc to hit if they jump, but not if they walk. So you want to have a medium kick go down this way, or fierce that goes this way, because he's tall. So if you wait a little bit and you can fierce right here, it will hit him. But heavy kick is not that good. Um, okay. So that was an unsafe dive kick. You just
yeah.
didn't do anything about it. Okay, so this oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
messed
work
up the.
work on your Canadian execution. One thing you can practice is if you have Canadian, you activate and you walk and low short, walk low short, walk low short, walk low short, walk low short. That's good practice because you should be able to combo it, you know. Um, and then, or if you do stand strong, low short, stand strong, low short, you know, uh,
Okay.
with walking in between, something to practice. Yun seems so much harder than Deli. Yun has I don't know. I mean, yeah, because he takes hits a lot harder. But Dudley's not that easy to play either. Sorry, I'm just gonna go back. So that activate is good. Uh,
I should stop throwing out these uh, crouching media punch, right? You can parry the way.
In neutral, you mean yeah, in
Yeah.
neutral, you don't want to. It's
When
it
I counter poke, you know,
yeah. No, you want to either do crouch
turning
medium
medium.
kick at max range, crouch medium kick. If he's closer, then do light kick, crouch light kick. Or if you want to go high, then do medium punch back fierce, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Right there, do the 1-2 jab fierce when you both jump
Yeah.
instead of roundhouse, because you know one parry versus two parry. Just something to optimize. Wait, bad shoulder.
Yeah.
Good blocking. Okay, activate. Nope.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very nice. Okay, so that's a decent answer, but unfortunately, you know, he inputted parry, which you can parry high or low against EX up kicks. But you did have to guess there a little bit, so it's okay. Like that is an okay situation to do a guess in, right? Here's where
All
you
right.
messed up. I don't know if you like if you got an accidental shoulder because you wanted to activate, then the mistake was you activated too slow, right? Because if you did it earlier, you would have gotten the shoulder out, and like if you had accidentally gotten a shoulder here, you might hit him, or he might parry it, but at least you will hit him. The hitbox will collide. But because you waited too long, you whiffed. So yeah, so that is where it gets you into trouble. Dudley will input a lot of parries when he's on offense, and you like even like right there. So he did it twice actually. You see. So be mindful of that. Sorry, I missed it. Oh, okay. So did you toward fierce? Is that a toward fierce?
I don't
Yeah,
even.
yeah, that was a toward fierce. Um, Not sure how you got it, but never towards fierce.
Okay.
Good parry. Oh, very. I don't know if that was an accidental dash or not, but that was very risky. Okay, good. See, no crouch medium punch. That's just remove that.
Yeah.
Yeah, activate. Okay. See, this is being greedy, because you want to score more damage with your Grenadian, right? That's why you
Yeah.
shoulder. But the goal is for you to be comfortable just raw activating and then dealing a little bit of damage at a time, right? Because all
I
that
see.
damage adds up, right? It's better to have guaranteed 40 damage than risk getting 80 damage but also getting nothing, right?
See. Yeah.
Because the 41 is so reliable, but the 81 is too risky. So you get 0 or you lose meter, and you if you do the 40, and then you can end with 30% meter and then build meter again, and then you can get another 40. It's overall over time it is much better for you. So
Okay.
but yeah, so I'm gonna end it here. I think you have a pretty good foundation and you know what your mistakes are already.
For
Um,
sure.
so in the neutral, be more mindful of which buttons you press. In terms of defense, which buttons you press, you have to activate more, activate quicker, uh, tighten up your Grenadian strings, because it didn't look like you had too many successful Grenadians throughout the round. Like you did not do one full 1 2 3 activate hop kick punch, hop kick punch
No.
ender, right? So
No.
we didn't see any of that. Um, and that was what, 4 or 5 matches, so you should have had some already. Um, uh, Other than that, you know, the other types of improvements will be just sort of a little less apparent. So right now we identify the big problems, and then if you work on that, then over time we'll look at more obscure ways to optimize your movement or optimize what buttons you use in the neutral or in game strategy. Because putting him into the corner and keeping him to the corner is very strong, but it's not. Yun doesn't have to rely on that because he can always run away and build meter and use Ganasian to circumvent that. But
Yeah.
that's maybe another conversation for another day. So
Okay.
I'm gonna end it here. I might stream again, but I gotta get some work done, so maybe not. I don't know. You'll see. But anyway, thanks for joining me, everybody. And then this will be up on YouTube as well later. So, all right, have a good night, okay? And good luck tomorrow.
Okay, dude. Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
for doing this.
All right, of course.